Real estate has a long way to go. It's not a bubble, man. More proof that's not a bubble. So we're going to read from my man Brian Westbury and the boys. Strider. Strider. Remember Strider from Lord of the Rings. From First Trust Advisors. Big fan. First time, long time. All right. Housing starts declined 7% in July to 1.53 million annual rate, below the consensus of about 1.6. What are what is the markets reflecting this? Because housing is a big part of our economy. And, oh yeah, the Dow's way down. Everything's down. The treasuries are way up. That means the yields are down. Anyway, so there you go. The drop in July was due to both single-family and multifamily, where multifamily starts are down 15%, but single-family starts are up 11% last year. Okay. Starts rose in the south. New building permits increased by 2%, 2.6% to 1.63 million, beating the consensus. Interesting. Compared to a year ago, permits for single-family homes are up 5.5%, while permits for multifamilies are up 6.9%. Interesting. All right. While the monthly pace and activity will ebb and flow as the recovery continues, we expect housing starts to remain in an upward trend. A big reason for our confidence is that builders have a huge number of permitted projects sitting in the pipeline waiting to be started. In fact, the backlog of projects that have been authorized but not yet started remains near the highest reading since the series began in 1999. Despite this, the builders increased permits for new constructions for the first time in 4 months, signaling the expectation that the demand will remain strong. Why? In 2019, millennials surpassed the baby boomers as the largest living generation, and Census Bureau population projections show that the key home buying population for those 30 to 49 years old is set to grow significantly through the next 15, 20 years. So there are significant demographic tailwinds. Tailwinds is a good thing. It's pushing you forward. Headwinds are pulling you back. Coming together for home sales in the foreseeable future. Meanwhile, the U.S. needs roughly 1.5 million housing starts per year based on population growth, voluntary knockdowns, natural disasters. However, we haven't built that many new homes in any calendar year since 2006. With plenty of future building activity in the pipeline and builders looking to boost the inventory of homes and meet consumer demand as more millennials finally enter the housing market, it looks like construction in 2021 will cross the 1.5 million benchmark and then move higher. Yeah, I agree. What's this right here? Single family permits. I'd like to see the trend line on the millennials. They are now the biggest living generation, and they're coming up in their peak earning years, basically, where they're going to be able to afford a lot more house. But the millennials don't work. Stop listening to Twitter, man. Tons of millennials out there busting their butts. So I'm bullish on housing. All right, we'll see you guys.